Tattoos on my mind, baby. I ain't even think of leaving sometimes. I ain't never think of letting go. Not even sometimes. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Pretty matching. How do I keep doing that? I literally just opened this deck. Matching. I love that. That's so funny. Yeah, this deck is growing on me. I like these decks. That was nice and smooth. I like that. Alright, Spirit, is there anything you need to tell my collective today on this beautiful Friday afternoon? This might be a love reading. I've been singing a lot of love songs this morning. Hard to breathe when I feel around. No. 5 of Cups. Hello. I'm nervous. King of Swords. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Three of Pentacles. Oh. And the Queen of Wands. I'll do one more pull, but I don't think anything else is going to come out. But we're going to do one more pull. So it's going to be even. Hello. And there you go. I was right. And the Princess of Wands. Wow, matching. This happened to me yesterday during my reading. I was matching one of my cards. I was wearing blue, and the blue, now it's pink. But let's start with the 5 of Cups. What I'm getting is, maybe for a little while, you were really hung up on all of the cups that have been spilt in your life. Maybe you had been feeling like maybe love wasn't for you. Maybe love was never going to come in. Maybe you felt like it's been this long. There's no way love is still on the horizon for you. And maybe you were really stuck in focusing on all the things going wrong in your life, all the things that weren't aligning you to what you wanted your life to look like, especially when it comes to love. Maybe you were just really down in the dumps of like, because none of these past relationships, none of these past situations have worked out. Maybe this is all that's meant for me. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe this was all that was meant for me. Maybe you were stuck in this position, feeling so sad about what was in front of you, what wasn't working, what wasn't serving you. And five is change, right? Maybe you were really sad about the changes that had happened to get you to this point. Maybe the relationship you were in prior, you didn't think was going to change. Maybe you thought that was going to be like a lifelong commitment relationship, and obviously something happened to where everything spilled, everything came out, the truth came out, and now you were stuck viewing your life like spilled cups of, damn, I can't believe that happened. All of these things that I had built in my head, all of these expectations, all of these situationships, relationships I thought were meant for me are no longer meant for me, and they're all just kind of here, spilled on the ground. And maybe you were stuck there for a little bit. Maybe you were, really sad for a while. But as we transition, I see lots of good energy. So maybe we conquered that, right? Because swords, I believe, is like decision. So maybe you finally have accepted where you are, and you've mastered the feeling of, I'm no longer going to be focusing on what's going wrong, but focused on paving forward. And it's funny because I got this eagle yesterday. To me, he seems like he's ready to pounce, like very ready, like he's ready to go spread his spread his wings, maybe rings, marriage. I've been getting a lot of marriage on my For You page lately, of like marriage is on the horizon for me, and maybe the marriage is on the horizon for you too. You never know. Life is crazy, dog. Like, 1 minute you could be completely single, and the next you could meet the love of your life and then be like, oh, actually I want to marry you. You never know. And I'm hearing, be open to the possibility of things looking differently than how you expected. Be open to the experience of getting hurt. Be open to the experience of loving again, of falling in love again. I feel like falling in love can be really scary, but it's also just such a beautiful thing. And I feel like if use your discernment, right? If the universe is bringing you someone that you know is aligned to you, or maybe you've connected in a past life, and like your soul knows. Like, your soul knows when you meet someone that you've had prior life with. And so just stand firm in that, in the knowing. You've mastered this knowing, right? You're a king. You're like, okay, I got this shit. Like, I know what decisions I need to make. I know what I need to do to move forward. And stand on that. Stand on that. Spread your wings and fly like an eagle, right? Fly to where you want to go. Fly with what you know you need to do. And get that shit done. And then with the Three of Pentacles, it just looks like you're building on that. You're building maybe on your finances. Maybe you're working on finishing up, building the stability to move forward with someone. Maybe you're maybe this person, maybe I'm not even reading for you, maybe this other person is building like a foundation for you guys. Maybe that's what's, like been the holdup. Maybe they're building a foundation for themselves so that they can provide for you, or vice versa. Because I don't know if I'm speaking to the divine feminine or the divine masculine, but whoever the divine masculine, I just very much get the feeling of they're working on it, right? They're working on building that foundation, building their coins, right? Building their pentacles so that they can have a strong foundation before they come in. And I feel like, at least for me, I feel like that's been the biggest holdup for mine. Is I feel, and this is me just going off of what I've heard, but like I feel like mine is very much been working on his financial stability before he comes in. And like I feel like it's so close for everybody. And for whatever reason, the birds are really catching my eye in the background. How they're flying free while he's building this foundation. That feels like me. I've been flying free in the background, still here, still waiting, but there, and that maybe you have too. Maybe you as the divine feminine have been flying, coasting, doing whatever you got to do, being free, not, worrying too much about the outcome. And that's where you should be. You should be very like detached, very like, it's coming for you. If it's meant for you, it's coming for you, and knowing that he's building that foundation. He's doing what he needs to do before he can come in. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This bitch is fierce, dog. She's scary. She's like, I know what I want, and I'm gonna get it. Maybe that's how you feel. Maybe you feel very secure in like, okay, well, he's gonna come get me. and I'm gonna do my thing. Again, more birds flying, but still so secure in the knowing of what you want, what your expectations are, what your boundaries are, and standing firm on that. And that's exactly where you need to be. And she's a queen. Remember, you're a queen, right? This is non-gender specific, but remember, you are that bitch. You are that person. Remember who you are. I'm hearing that. Remember who you are. You are the queen. You are standing firm in what you know, what you expect, what your boundaries are. Stay firm on that. I feel like a lot of us, especially whenever this connection does come in, because it's coming in, guys. It's coming in. There is no doubting it. Like, it's coming in. Divine timing, but it's coming in. But stand firm on your boundaries when it does come in. Don't get, and I've heard this a lot too, don't get caught up in all of it. Like, obviously, enjoy yourself, be happy, celebrate, but don't let yourself completely let go of all your boundaries because you finally found the one, right? Because if you don't stay firm on your boundaries, if you don't stay grounded in the knowing of who you are, it will wash you away. All of the bigness of this connection, the bigness of the feelings you're feeling, it will wash you away if you don't stand firm. And I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I provide. I know what I deserve. And make sure that you don't let go of those boundaries just for the fear of them not liking you or because you're trying to get them to stay. Remember who you are. That's what I'm hearing. Remember who you are when this connection finally does come in. And I need to hear that to myself, you know. And last is the Princess of Wands. To me, what sticks out most is the sun, ironically. The sun to me is what sticks out the most. And I feel like that goes back to, like, this connection is literally right behind her. The sun is right behind her. It's like, as soon as she turns around, she's going to see the sun. She's going to see that it's been there. It's there shining for her. She's so pretty, though. I very much get maybe you've been very hello, can I talk? You've been feeling very like princess-esque. I know I'm super in my princess era. Like, I'm super like, I talk to the trees, I talk to the birds, I talk to animals, I talk to plants, you know. Like, maybe you've been very much in that era of living in your princess era. Keep doing that. Keep living in your soft feminine era, you know. As divine feminines, we are called to, you know, to live in that, to be in that soft divine energy. Especially when this comes in, I feel like the biggest thing I'm hearing is don't fall on past patterns, but also don't guard your heart. This connection that's coming in very much requires vulnerability. It very much calls you to break down those walls that you've built up over time because of past disappointments, past relationships, past things that never turned out the way they were supposed to because they weren't meant for you. Remember that. Just because something did not work out in the past does not mean that this one that's coming in is gonna automatically be fucking trash. That's not what it means. It just means that the things in the past weren't meant for you. So the things that are not meant for you will not stay. They will not prosper because they are not meant for you. So I'm just hearing a lot of you've got to be vulnerable in this connection. And I know that's hard, but you have to be honest about your feelings. You have to communicate how you're feeling. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're feeling happy. I feel like with this connection, this is going to be a connection that's completely different than anything you've ever experienced before. And I feel that it's very important that you remember that just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. And that's the whole point. You don't want to be with someone that's like your exes. You don't want to be with someone that you already know what the outcome is going to be. My ears ringing. So focus on having an open mind that it's going to be different than what you expect, and you're going to be treated completely differently. And it, as long as they're not treating you badly, like especially if they're showing you like love and consistency, and they're showing up for you, and they're being who they say they are, believe them. Like the universe, like trust your and big trust your intuition, but don't let your fear make you sabotage something because you're like, oh, this is too good, he's too good, he's too nice. Like, no, don't you deserve this. Whatever this person that's coming in, that is sent from the divine, that is sent from all of the work that you've put in by setting boundaries, by being consistent, and I will not accept anything less than what I deserve. When that person does finally come in, it's going to be a shock to your system because it's different, because it's something you've never experienced before. Be open to it. Be open to it. Know that it's meant for you. Know that everything that they do for you is deserved. Like, it's not too good. Like, that's literally what you deserve. And I know I'm telling that to myself too, because I've never experienced love like that. I've never experienced love that I can say like, oh yeah, like I've been romantically pursued. I can never say that. Like, I've never experienced that. And I know even for myself, a lot of these messages are aligned with me too, because we are as a collective one. But like, when this does come in, like, it's going to be scary, but don't let the fear of it being different, of it feeling overwhelming, make you self-sabotage and then like shut down, right? Or like push them away. Like, you have worked too hard on your journey. You've worked too hard on your growth, on your boundaries, to let the fear of the unknown let you fuck this up, right? And I don't like saying like you can fuck something up, but like it's more of like, we all at the end of the day have free will. Like, we all have free will. It's not like in Christianity where it's like, if you don't do this, you go to hell. Like, we all have choices. Our choices is what puts us on the path that we're gonna go on. And I'd like to view life almost like we're tethered to multiple choices. And it's not even, a lot of times it's not even choice 1 and choice 2. Sometimes it's choice 1, choice 19. You know, like, there's so many different ways you can handle a situation. It's up to you how you go forward. It's up to you how you handle this relationship. It's up to you how you handle this connection when it comes in. And what I'm really hearing is, just don't let the fear of it being new, of it being more than you could have expected, make you doubt yourself. Make you doubt yourself that you deserve this, because if you're getting it, it's because you deserve it. Like, you deserve all of the good things. You deserve the love. You deserve the pamperment. You deserve the gifts. You deserve the dates. You deserve to be treated like like a princess. You deserve to be treated like a princess. Again, non-gendered. You deserve to be treated like a fucking goddess. Like, you are a goddess. Like, you, god or goddess, you know, non-gender. But like, if you are in your divine feminine and you are embodying the divine feminine, you are God. You are goddess. Like, you are that bitch. And so, like, everything that is being brought to you is because you deserve it. Everything that's being being shown to you, your gifts, everything, it's because you deserve it. It's because you put in the work to get there. The spirit wouldn't just give you this shit like, okay, here, have fun. You know how hard it takes to get to this point? Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that it took a lot of hard work. Acknowledge that you got here on your own, with your spirit guides, with the divine, and you said, you know, enough is enough. I'm going to do this. I know who I am. I am that bitch. I am a princess, and I'm going to live in my divine feminine soft era, and I'm gonna wait for the person that's meant for me, that treats me and sees me the way I deserve. And I will accept nothing less than that. So when it does finally come in, don't be like, oh, no, what is this? This is really overwhelming. I don't know how people, I don't know about this. Maybe he's gaslighting me. Maybe don't let your exes, don't let how other people have treated you in the past cloud you from trusting your intuition, first of all, but cloud you from accepting good because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Some people are just good, aren't you? If you're watching this, like, aren't you just good? Don't you just treat people kindly? Don't you just love people? There are other people like you. You are not the only one. Thank the gods. But there are other people, even of the opposite gender, that are kind, that are lovely, that want to do everything that you've ever wanted for you for free, type shit. Like, they want to just love you because they love you. Like, I feel in this collective there might be a lot of like people that have been connected over the 5D. Maybe you already know this person, maybe you've never met this person, and like, I feel like for those that have met this person and you guys have been in separation, I know you guys are connected because I'm connected. I know that they're there's energy that you can't deny, right? Like, there's things that don't make sense, but that are true, right? There's signs that you have seen. There's things that the universe has placed onto your path, onto your brain, that cannot be, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Cannot be, I'm like blanking. Explained away. There's so many things, like, especially, like, I'll use myself as an example. There's been so many signs of, like, I know who's coming in for me, and, like, I know who's coming in for me, and, like, because I've been shown, because I've been told over and over and over again, this is your person, this is your person, this is your person, and, like, who am I to go against what I know to be true and what I've been told because it sounds outlandish? Your dream should sound outlandish to normal people. Your divine knowledge should sound outlandish to normal people because you are not like them. If you are on this path, it's because you are meant to be more. You are meant to be a star sign. Like, you are meant to be so much bigger than what this life has laid out for you. If you're watching this, it's because, like, it's meant for you, and I firmly believe that if you are getting these messages and you believe in your spiritual gifts, and you believe in the universe, and you believe that everything that's coming for you is meant for you, it's never going to sound okay to a normal person. Normal, mind you. It's not. They're never going to understand because their brain doesn't work that way. That's the whole point. You are meant to be the example. You are meant to stand against the masses. You are supposed to stand in your own truth, in your own relationship with the divine, and go against what everyone else is saying. Because you trust yourself, because you know yourself. You're going to find a lot of people that don't agree with you. You're going to find people that are going to make you doubt yourself, that are going to make you think that, one, this connection is not real, two, that there's no way this connection could work out, and there's going to be people that are going to make you question yourself. It is up to you whether you are standing firm in your foundation that you have built with the divine within yourself, of knowing who you are and what you deserve, and owning that shit, and, like, living in that shit, because there will always be people against you. Always. In your whole entire life, there will always be people that don't like you, that go up against you, that will make you try to make you question who you are. It is up to you to believe in yourself and believe in the divine, that the projections that they're giving you, that the bad advice that they're purposely giving you is a lie. Because it is. Trust yourself. Trust who you are. Trust in what you deserve. Because this connection will test that. This connection will test whether or not you feel you deserve this type of love. because this love is going to be very healing. This love is going to be very overwhelming and different and new. And you have to see whether you're going to trust that it's meant for you and accept it with open arms. And that's up to you, bestie. It's up to you whether you want to accept this new love, because this new love is coming. And it's up to you whether you want to open your arms to it when it comes in, or if you still want to be like, I don't know. You need to know. Truly, you need to know. You need to know and stand firm on what you want to do. And if you don't know, figure it out. Figure out what you want. Because that's the only way that this connection will work, is if you know what you want. If you're wishy-washy and going back and forth, this is not going to work. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest. If you don't know what you want, it's like that scene from The Notebook. I'm getting that of, what do you want? And she's like, I don't know. You need to know. Because at the end of the day, we all know, regardless of if we acknowledge what we know or not. You have to be secure. You have to have confidence in your decisions, in who you are, that you know what you want, and you go for it. You have to know. In order for this connection to flourish and be what it's meant to be, you have to know what you want. I think that's the message. Yeah, I think that's it. But I really hope that resonated with someone, because I feel like these connections are, especially now that the full moon is done, it's coming, bitches. It's coming. It's so close. Be ready. Be ready. It's coming. They're almost here. Because just like I had showed you with the three of Pentacles, they're building. They're building. They're almost done building. They're almost done building whatever it is they needed to do before they needed to come in. They're almost done, or are done and about to come in. Be ready. Be ready for your life to change overnight. Because it's coming. Bye.